So, I don't know. I feel like today's a good day, man, you know?
I guess. What's your evidence of that so far? Was it the exercise we just went through where you had to make me feel like
my God, you're still mad about that?
I'm a little mad about that.
Oh
yeah,
my God. Ouchtown, population you, bro. Okay? God damn. Get over yourself. It's a new episode. It's a new fucking day. Oh, the last episode. Just said again. Ouchtown, population you, bro. I'll say it again. Ouchtown, population you, bro.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. I got to break it out of you, apparently. You're so fucking, humbled from the little skirmish.
I'm good, bro. I moved on from it.
I don't know, man. Just got the fucking census report. Ouchtown, population you, bro.
Okay, you can keep saying the same stupid fucking joke 10 times.
The same stupid fucking joke, yeah. As if Jason Bateman, about anything about Jason Bateman's stupid, okay? My ass.
You're right, I'm sorry. That was really...
Why do you think I'm watching Little House on the Prairie so much?
That was
because I love Jason Bateman.
Leader, Jason Bateman.
But once about that Supreme Leader photo, yeah. Before you take your kids out of the burning building, you gotta take the photo of Jason Bateman out of the house first.
I think we should get a picture of Jason Bateman in this room.
I think, since all politicians are just fucking mouth puppets for a larger group everywhere anyway, I think we should switch our economic plans or whatever you want, and we should have it where the only way you can be a politician is if you were a former actor.
I thought you were going to say that you be a politician, so you were a former podcaster who had your own political podcast.
Well, Lance, that's a pretty good idea, too.
No, I like the actor idea better, because there's certain criteria you need to do things well.
And also, it's like, realistically, I don't think anyone buys that the president's going into his office and thinking about, oh, gosh, what do I do for this country? It's going to be tough. Do I do this, or do I do... No. We know it doesn't happen. So why can't we just have it where it's like we just elect good guys who give, like, today is the day we take back our Independence Day. Like, why can't we just elect presidents off of, like, who can give the best speeches in times of need? Pacino's a great speech guy. Pacino would be a good fucking president in the sense that he could rally a group.
Yeah, but
I'm too fucking blind. It's like, Al, you're not blind. That was 1993. You've been able to see you see before that, after that. Well, my character's blind. You're playing Al. You're just being the president now. Well, this is a blind president. Never had a blind president.
President Pacino, how are you going to handle the troubles in the Middle East right now?
The whole Middle East is out of order. That doesn't make sense, President. He's got the real taste of honey. What?
Saddam Hussein doesn't know what honey tastes like.
Yeah, okay, Charlie. Okay, Chuck. It's Charlie. He doesn't like to be called Chuck. You're like, President, why are you choking the press secretary? It's a Ranger chokehold. Push a little windpipe, I put a little pressure, I break your windpipe. President, please let go of Secretary of Defense Bradley Whitford, please. Please let him go, sir. Please let him go. Tim Robbins, I saw him be the vice president. He was pretty good at it.
In what?
The Brink.
Oh, yeah, the Brink. I thought he was the president of the Brink.
Esai Morales was the president in the Brink.
Oh, yeah, Del
from Ozark. Always comes back to Ozark.
Always comes back to Jason Bateman, dude.
Always comes back to fucking Pablo Schreiber, man.
Yeah, it does. Fucking backpedal a second. I like that idea a lot, actually. If we started voting for our presidents based on their
speeches
acting.
they gave in movies.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson.
And like, well, you gotta look at the resume. He's got one Oscar here.
Who?
He's got 2 Golden Globes.
Who?
But I'm just saying these general terms to like you'd say, well, he served.
Right, don't cut me off. It's very.
I wasn't cutting you off. Actually, I started talking.
It's not very agreeable.
I didn't cut you off.
Robbie, it's not very becoming of you to cut me off like that.
Oh my God.
Dude, if you want the floor, run with it. Don't just take the floor and not say anything, dude. It's very unbecoming.
You kidding me?
It's very Robbie. Don't ask me to repeat myself. It's very unbecoming.
Don't what?
Don't ask me to repeat myself. It's very unbecoming.
Can you go fuck yourself? 'Cause it's very unbecoming, actually. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, dude. I talk too much, you yell at me. I don't talk enough, you yell at me. I cut you off, even though I wasn't cutting you off. I'm going to go insane. And you don't acknowledge me.
All right. What do you think if the NFL draft...
Dude, you really are the biggest piece of shit on the fucking
instead
planet,
of having it where it's like, what if we invite 10 prospects to sit in a green room? What if it was like the top 60 prospects in a giant elimination chamber style thing where like they each have a song for a team and it does like you don't remember elimination chamber how to like blink the lights around from cage to cage to cage like, oh, who's coming out?
Yeah,
who's coming out? And then it just beep, 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 and it lands on one. That person just degeneration, right? And they walk out.
And with the 4th pick in the 2023 draft,
the Tennessee Titans select not Will Levis. Yeah.
That'd be a lot cooler.
And they all walk out.
So the fucking draft, though, kind of sucked. Sucked completely on
the draft
ABC's
needs
fucking...
kayfabe.
What?
Kayfabe.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get at. That's
Needs
a
more
great
drama.
point. It's not fun enough.
No.
ESPN's fucking broadcast was way better than ABC. ABC's
NFL Network.
Thank you. NFL Network was
the same
fucking.
thing
I
as
don't know what
ABC.
the fuck they were doing.
NFL
they didn't even
Network
play the
said
chime.
Rich Eisen, take it away, and it was horrible.
It was fucking terrible. ESPN's at least somewhat cool, but yeah, they need to make an event out. Why is the draft so like kind of like just it's happening?
I don't know, man.
It's not that big of a deal. You know, it's a massive deal.
I don't know, man. We need like a who's someone really cool to take over. Because I know Roger Goodell's got his contract taken up, but fuck Goodell.
What's
Guy's
Goodell?
boring.
He's the commissioner.
Yeah, he's the commish. He's the Michael Chiklis of the NFL.
So who's the next person beneath him?
No
Or
idea.
no one? Because
I don't think
isn't
anyone.
it just the owners?
The
and
entire
him?
job it makes no sense. I said this to you the other day. I said it's the entire idea of a commissioner is complete balls when you realize that he answers directly to the 32 owners. So whenever he's doing anything to try to enforce policy that they don't like, it just doesn't happen. When they were like, Tom Brady, you're suspended for a season, and then Robert Kraft was like, I don't think so. And then Bill Belichick's like, come on. And then fucking Mara walks in, and he's like, Roger, listen to Robert. All right, Tom doesn't want a year suspension. Tom wants like a 4-week suspension. And then Roger's like, yeah, but the fans are really pissed. And I feel like it's kind of serious what he did. Maybe he should get a year suspension. And then the other owners are like, guys, Roger, you have a shareholders meeting coming up, so we don't need to outsurvive you. I think backwards entirely. Doesn't matter.
Your elimination chamber idea is fun. Like, imagine if fucking Tennessee Titans picked fucking what's his name, the guy you just said
Will
before,
Levis.
Will Levis.
I like
and
Will
like,
Levis, too.
he picks Will
They
Levis.
did take Will Levis. Actually, just trade up for him in the very end.
And then all of a sudden you hear and then someone walks out and pedigrees him, and it's like actually the Broncos just traded their pick with the Titans, so they actually pick Will Levis. And it's a big fucking
and you see it where like the Broncos, two Broncos players come out and like they walk out the stage and they're all like high fiving, and then he gets ahead and then they hear like the glass breaking. He turns around all confused and like slow motion and bumps into him, and they both beat the shit out of him like, actually you got traded, bitch. And it's really cool.
And like the Chargers come up to greet their new pick, and he's wearing a Chargers hat, and he smiles. He takes that hat off underneath. It's a Giants hat, and he punches them.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking
It'd be
great.
sweet. Be much more entertainment.
And instead of winning the Lombardi Trophy, they should be Lombardi belts.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't it interesting that in the most masculine sports in the world, the man walks away with a belt and a purse?
Yeah, what is that from?
That's from Community. It's what British says.
Yeah, well, Brit is wrong because there's nothing more masculine than a giant
Or
belt, with a
purse.
giant
Brit
belt
belts.
buckle.
Yeah, my bad. I meant the belt, not purse. Purses are not manly at all. I completely agree. That's not for guys. Guys don't have purses. What are you talking about?
I mean, they come in handy. I don't understand why it's not more of a social accepted thing.
Well,
I'm reading Game of Thrones, and they all talk about how they have their
I saw one of those
purse.
those dumb memes where it's like this.
Yeah, I wasn't talking.
It's good.
Yeah,
so you
it's
know those
convenient
memes?
that way.
It was like it's not even funny. I don't know why I'm getting into this. I guess since you weren't talking, I just wanted to fill up the airtime.
I guess so.
It was a picture, white picture, separated with a black line in the middle. It says boys' pockets, girls' pockets. This boys' pocket shows like keys, wallet, gum, headphones, phone, fucking cigarette, lighter, a dozen things all in the left pocket. And it says girls' left pocket, and it just showed half of a phone because they always have the phone sticking out of their jean pocket. I'm like, that's pretty funny, guys. That's pretty topical.
That is good.
That's
I'm glad I
pretty
wasn't
funny.
talking because I don't know if we would be able to get to that otherwise. I was really.
I'm
glad you hit the
I
opportunity
think I
to
would be able
silence
to
like that.
work back to it eventually, but probably wouldn't come up so organically as it just did, where it just felt so natural and so
It did.
funny and
It worked better
charismatic and
this
charming
way.
and cool and awesome of me to say. Probably wouldn't have been that amazing otherwise. But thankfully for you not talking, thankfully for me having the intellect and foresight to I can fill up the airspace here this way. It actually came out pretty A-okay.
I'm glad you did it, dude.
So I'm happy about that. I'm happy to report back about that,
Fucking Friday Night Lights. I was thinking about it last
What a
night.
good show. What a good show at being
And
bad.
I tried doing that thing you do where like you said you've had plenty of dreams where you were in the universe of that show or whatever. So I thought, let me think about how I'd fit into this universe yesterday going to sleep.
Easy.
Well, I didn't get to
got
dream
it.
about it,
I
unfortunately.
already
But
have
yeah,
it.
go ahead.
Best way to get
I wasn't
into
talking,
best
so you
way
might
to
as
get
well
into move. You're going to Dillon Panther. You're going to Dillon, Texas.
This is me or this is how you fit into the universe?
It's how every red-blooded American fits into Dillon, Texas, who's listening. It's you go in there, you just move there. Get kicked out of your old school. You're kind of a tough, cool guy. So you kind of like the Tim Riggins, but you're also kind of like got the hard gold like Sarah. So you kind of got to play it all. You got to play every single hand you got, right? You go in there, you see Julie. You're like, hey, Julie, and Saracen's like, yo, Julie, can I get you back again, Julie? And you're like, oh, this guy sucks. You walk past him. You're talking to her. She thinks you're cute. You smile. You go back and forth. You're having a nice time. You're like, hey, it was great talking to you. I got to head over to guidance, figure out what my schedule is. You go over to guidance. As always, you walk in there. You just hear Coach Eric Taylor belittling his wife like a goddamn monster. He says in every episode and then tells her how wrong she is for it. Because it's 2008. It's a much simpler time for television writers. So he's in there, he's screaming at him, he's causing a fit. He's like, you ought to respect me and be by my side. You're my wife.
I'm the coach of a football team.
And she's like, I don't think that's true entirely. Okay, I have my own responsibilities here. He's like, I'm a football coach, Tammy. You are a guidance counselor. I'm a football coach. There is a pecking order here. And she's like, yeah, guidance counselor's a more real job. It's like, I'm a football coach for a high school in
Guidance
Texas. Guidance this.
It's just a council.
They should just cast Will Sasso to be Eric Taylor. I agree.
Oh,
yeah.
So you walk into the guidance office.
You walk in the guidance counselor. He's fighting her, and you console her. And she takes your genuine attempt of friendship a little skewed. She kisses you.
What an abuse of power.
I know. And she kisses you. Now suddenly it's like, whoa, you're kissing the fucking guidance counselor. You're just trying to focus on your academics.
And you're like, it feels wrong, but it also kind of feels right.
Because it's Connie Britton. Suddenly you go, you leave. You go practice some football. He's like, Robbie, is that you? Is that you, Robbie? Are you the guy who rushed for? You had 5 touchdowns in that game, 274 yards. Is that you?
Proceed being out your wife. No, the routine, you goose.
You have 274 yards in that game last year at State. Yeah, I did, sir. I did. 5 touchdowns, like all-purpose. Hell yeah.
You said on-purpose?
All-purpose.
Oh, okay.
5 all-purpose touchdowns.
On-purpose touchdowns?
You think so? One was actually a complete accident. I wasn't even know what I was doing. So saw the ball, hopped on it, had me a touchdown.
I just see red.
I just see red, man. You can fuck with my friends. You fuck with me, I'll fucking kill you. No. So you start hanging out with Julie, and then Julie invites you over, and you're like, oh shit, Julie's mom.
Wait, your mom's the guidance counselor?
Exactly. You see her, and everything freezes, and it literally starts in your head for like a solid minute. You're in the doorway, and he's like, is your boyfriend coming in? Julie's like, I don't know. She's like snapping in front of your eyes, and you're not responding. And it's just Stacey's, and you have the whole entire video playing in your head, like her laying down for the massage and everything. And you're just like, kid's like, damn. And the girl's trying to flirt with you, be like, and you're just looking past her, see Stacey's mom.
And then coach is my daughter snapping here if it gives you an erection?
Then you have a massive hard on, and it just starts and then fucking Landry is also there.
Just
and he takes a cup and he puts it over your dick and it muffles the music.
Medicine.
And you're like, oh, you start humping the air and everything. And that's and then you get with both of them actually.
That's not entirely how I saw it, but I don't know if I could have saw it any other way.
And then you think about it too, it's like, well, hey, you can't, obviously it'd be incestuous to get with both Julie and Tammy, but legally speaking, there's no reason why you couldn't get with Julie and her aunt, Tammy's sister. That'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah, because they're not related.
Not by blood. It's blood once removed. It's blood half once removed.
Okay, so you said that's how every red-blooded American fits into it. And you singled me out a few times in there. So is this my specific story or is this your specific story?
No, your specific story is you go there and and he's like, is that you who had 500 all-purpose yards?
No,
and you're like, yeah. And you go out there on the first play, you get tackled so badly, you just shatter like 3 bones in your leg, and you never play football again. And you start hanging out with Billy's older brother.
Wow, that's a good trajectory.
That's your story.
That's awesome. I get to be
like, you get to hang out at the games, and the only person you ever get any action with is Saracen's grandma.
Oh, awesome! That's great.
Yeah.
See, it's great too because she has dementia, so she forgets who I am each time. So it's like I'm with a new person. It's awesome.
Yeah. It's almost for her. It's like a new person. For you, it's the same sad, old, ugly person.
Yeah, when you spin it that way, it's actually pretty sad for me no matter how it goes.
Pretty cool. Oh my god, I forgot about Kim Dickens being in that show.
That's true.
Matt Saracen's mom, man. Hell yeah.
So Matt Saracen, that's actually how Matt Saracen sees me trying to get with Julie. He punches me, and his mom's like, I don't know what got into him.
Yeah,
and
let me kiss your boo boo.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty sick.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty awesome.
The show's pretty cool, actually.
That show's actually god awful. That show it tricked me. They say the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he wasn't real.
Yeah, that thing you say weekly now.
The greatest trick Friday Night Lights ever. The greatest trick Peter Berg ever pulled was convincing the world that Friday Night Lights was a good TV show.
The greatest trick he ever pulled was convincing the world that Marky Mark's a superstar.
The greatest trick he ever pulled was Sam X Joy Brand, that one episode of Entourage.
Yeah, why is she his girlfriend?
I don't know. He's like, guys, they always say that for you to oh god, what's the word when you want something to be
will it into
existence or whatever? Sure, yeah. Basically that he's like, you know what? I just want to be I want to start thinking positive, good things will happen. All right, guys, cast Joy Brand as my girlfriend. And they're like, why would we do that? I was like, I think it'd be really cool. It would make me look cooler for people who are watching it, make me feel better, and maybe she'd date me. And they're like, all right, well, cast Joy Brand as your girlfriend, Peter Berg.
I've been listening to the Victory podcast again because I kind of miss watching Entourage and everything. And I wanted to see what's going on with Ramble On. So I went to the Ramble On episode, and the entire time they're just saying how, oh yeah, next week I have meetings. So they didn't actually talk about Ramble On at all in the episode I listened to. They're just saying how, oh, next week we'll give you guys answers on Ramble On. We're going to have Charlie Sheen in the studio. And then I listened to the next episode, Charlie Sheen. It's like an hour-long episode. The first 30 minutes, Doug Ellen, and not so much drama, but mostly E and Doug Ellen, because they're in love with each other, don't shut up ever. They did what you do, where they don't let the other person talk at all.
Right.
And Charlie Sheen didn't speak almost for like 30 minutes straight of the podcast he's the guest on. It was like he was trying to figure out how to talk in a few spots. It was weird.
Sure, that wasn't like that sounds more like an Emilio thing. Sure, that was Charlie Sheen not being able to speak.
100% sure it was Charlie.
Because Charlie Sheen feels like he would just start talking.
And then in that episode, I was supposed to get the answers about Ramble On. I didn't get those answers either. So I have no idea if Ramble On's going on.
Yeah, that's also a horrible name for a TV show.
I think he's supposed to be a radio announcer for sports or some shit.
That's a really timely profession to have it in.
Yes, I think it's supposed to be like Brock.
I thought there's no happy medium. Either he's a sportscaster, something no one's done in the last 47 years, or he's a true crime podcaster, something that's so oversaturated and disgusting.
They're also terrible. Have you listened to any true crime ones?
No, I don't go past A&E or Investigation Discovery. That's where I draw my line for true crime.
I listened to this one cult podcast, and each week's a 2-part episode on different cults.
Wow.
It's the same dumb formula each week. They never even really get into
any
of the details
You know what's funny about that?
does.
So is every cult.
What?
That's pretty funny. So is every cult.
It's the same crime.
They're all the same dumb formula.
It's all the same thing. And a bunch of idiots listen to some other idiot who somehow got in charge.
Yeah.
So our cult's going to be different. The one you're leading, your cult, I should say, that's going to be different.
Well, my cult is actually going to be...
It's not a cult. Why do we keep using that word? It's a bad term.
That's true. It has negative connotation with it. Because of dumb cults like these other idiots.
It's just a culture. Does that just ring through your brain?
It's the Manson group. There's no relation to the Manson family. There is no relation. Stop saying we're the Manson family. We're the Manson group.
It's a popular name.
If we were the Manson family, we'd be called the family. We're not we have no affiliation with the Manson family. Like, okay, but the one person in your group did stab a pregnant woman 37 times. That is not the same thing. Okay? Was it Sharon Tate? No, she's dead. It was a different woman named Sharon, okay? I don't care if she's in the same house. That's besides the point. I can't control where people move and what houses they live in. It's not my fault. Like, okay, and what about the swastika carved in that guy's forehead? I'm supposed to tell him what he can do with his body? It's not that we're not the Manson family. We're not the Manson family. We have no connection. Nothing. We're not the Manson family. Completely unrelated.
So you only have one ball.
No, I have both balls. What are you talking about? God, no. I don't know, man.
That sounds really like a funny scenario. Thinking about, like, you never met another guy named Bob before?
Yeah, what? Only one guy can be named Bob? What are you talking about, okay? No, I get that people named Manson, but it's like you're doing a lot. There's a lot of Manson things going on here. Yeah, it comes to territory. I don't know what you mean. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that, a couple of our ideologies have overlapped in a sense.
Speaking of Manson, they're making another Manson movie because it's 2023 and they didn't do one about 2 years ago. So.
Is it with Hilary Duff again, or is this one with Haley Duff?
No, this one's got our favorite actor actually in it.
Ooh, our favorite actor?
We love this guy. We like every movie he's in.
He's playing Manson?
No, he's playing someone named Robert. Even though he's the cover on the movie. So you would think he is playing Charles Manson, but this isn't about the Manson family. It's about the Manson group. And the movie was originally going to be called
Vanderbeek, JVDB.
No, that'd be awesome.
CMM.
Who?
CMM.
CMM.
Chad Michael Murray.
I'm ashamed that I didn't realize that.
JVDB.
James Vanderbeek.
Okay. Milo Ventimiglia.
Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. We don't actually like this person at all. Like, we can't stand this actor. No.
Tom Jane.
No. Close. He's got the same kind of a squared head as Tom Jane. Another hint. This guy thinks he's the toughest guy in the world.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. That narrows it down.
He could easily kick the shit out of me, no problem, but he's definitely not that tough.
Any other hint?
He's got a really douchey haircut.
You sure it's not Tom Jane? Oh, it's Frank Grillo, isn't it? It's 1,000% Frank Grillo.
You're right.
Tom Jane with a douchier haircut and I think shorter and Frank Grillo.
Yeah. Dude, and guess who's directing this movie? Remy Grillo.
Remy Grillo. I knew it immediately.
I mean, I don't know who that is, but I'm assuming there's some kind of relation. It's not even
I imagine that Frank Grillo, he's probably like pushing 60 now?
I think he's got to be close. I think he's younger than Pushing.
He's got to be like fucking 56, 57.
Yeah, maybe.
He's definitely married like an 18-year-old girl. He's definitely doing like a David Arquette thing where David Arquette is married to like some 20-year-old sexy piece of ass.
Probably. I mean, he's Frank Grillo. He's got to.
Yeah, but he's not David Arquette. David Arquette's David Arquette. When was Frank Grillo over in Scream 2?
That's true. Of all the things that Frank Grillo is in, and there's a lot of things, he's actually not in any of the
Gates.
Scream movies. He might be in the new Scream. We haven't
That
seen
TV
it
show
yet.
on TNT, I think, that no one watched about boxing.
Was that
called
called
Animal
The Kingdom?
Kingdom?
No, Animal Kingdom is with the blonde lady
Ellen
from Ocean's
Barkin?
13. Yeah, that's a different show entirely.
You sure?
Yeah, I think he was called Last Kingdom is the British show. I don't know. He's had Kingdom in the title. It wasn't Animal Kingdom. I know for a fact, and I usually
called
say
Kingdom.
Yeah, usually when I say no for a fact,
Was it
I'm
not even
wrong.
on TNT?
I think it was on for a while there was a network called El Roy Network or some shit. I think it was on one of those like real local things trying to be whatever.
Oh, so it wasn't on a real network.
El Ray was something. They used to do From Dusk Till Dawn. So Rodriguez is a network.
That's a fake network as well.
I don't know why I know that. I
How
have no
cool
idea
is-
why I know this.
Fucking, I saw a thing the other day where it said that it was a meme saying like, just let's not forget that Quentin Tarantino wrote and cast himself in a part in which Salma Hayek just put her toes in his mouth and ran alcohol down her leg, and I was like, yeah, but he didn't direct it, so it's fine.
That's true.
Rodriguez
And he
directed
didn't write
it.
for Salma Hayek to be the
So
part.
it's like Robert Rodriguez directed the movie, so it's technically nothing to do was even remotely wrong whatsoever because he didn't direct it. So what's the problem here? And I said, and I also thought, you know what's more egregious of an offense than writing a scene in which Salma Hayek puts her toes in your mouth?
What's that?
Writing a movie in which you're believably supposed to be George Clooney's brother, that your trollish goblin-y face somehow is related to George Clooney.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't change movies. We're still talking about From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, they're brothers in that movie?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they are brothers in that movie.
Wow. I stopped following this one. That was my
I
point.
forgot
I was going to say,
George
that's
Clooney was
more of
in
an
that movie.
offense storytelling that I'm supposed to believe that these two guys are related
Yeah,
in any
that's more
sense of the
offensive.
word.
Well, she's a vampire. She's crazy. She doesn't even realize whose mouth she's putting her foot
Is she a
into.
vampire in that?
Yeah, she's like the queen vampire or some shit.
Also, no, apparently Kingdom was a DirecTV original series.
A what?
A DirecTV starring Nick Jonas. I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, what a lame show.
Yeah.
What a stupid show. I don't even understand.
What a dumb, stupid fucking
Who behind
show.
this? I mean, what that last like 4 years? That did last a little bit of time, didn't it?
That was the guy from Parenthood, too, Ryan York.
Oh, yeah, he is in
It
that.
lasted 40 episodes.
He's also in Friday Night Lights,
over
that
3
guy.
seasons, I know.
It's crazy, man. Everything comes back
Matt
full
Lauria,
circle.
man. Oh, God. Oh, this is a pretty bad episode.
Thanks. I don't see.
I think so.
You know, Alex, fuck you. I'm
Fuck
so sick and
you.
tired of listening to you say this bullshit.
Fuck you.
This was exactly the same as the last episode, which you probably thought was spectacular. That
Hey,
this
why
one's
don't you
different.
blow this?
Yeah, really. What the fuck's your problem?
Why don't you fucking use this as your fucking...
I'm sick of your attitude. You need to change your fucking attitude. It's a problem, and it's starting to infect every aspect of my life. You need to fix
In
it.
fact,
Did I say in fact? You're like this great falls, and you're just eroding my life. The great falls just eroding beneath me. Eroding.